we have started the day and I'm getting ready to head out. I have a hair appointment, which I'm so excited about. I love getting my hair done and I like scheduling my appointments near / on my birthday. I was gonna schedule one for tomorrow, but the appointment time was ending a little bit too close to when I needed to be at work. So I took the appointment for today. I'm excited to just like relax and be pampered. I love my stylist. She is amazing. Let's get a little refresh. We're not making any drastic changes because I actually really love the length of my hair right now and I actually want it a little longer. Thinking about talking to her about adding in 1 or 2 more layers to make it a little bit more bouncy. And a little tiny bang trim. I don't want to go as short on my bangs as I normally do. It has been a jam-packed morning already. I made my dinner for work and then I went straight out to run errands for my birthday party. I wanted to get majority of my grocery shopping done today, especially because there were a lot of liquids to buy, like everything for the signature drink, and it's just something that getting up 5 flights of stairs takes some finagling when you have like bulky, heavy liquids. But they're all up here. They're all tucked away in various places. So that is a win. I did treat myself. I have been fully influenced by the caviar ladies of TikTok. And I just feel like tomorrow night when I come home, making a little couch caviar spread and watching the Sabrina Nonsense Christmas special is gonna be the perfect end to my birthday. So I went hunting for caviar. I did go to several places. This is my first time buying caviar for myself. I actually don't even think I've ever had caviar. Maybe one time I was in like French club in 8th grade and happened to be the principal of the school that ran French club took everybody to a French restaurant at the end of the school year as like a congratulations, you made it through French club. Maybe I had caviar then, but I don't know. I don't think so. So I decided to treat myself. I ended up going with a Marquise caviar. We'll go through this tomorrow, obviously. And I picked up some potato chips and bellinis and creme fraiche. I did not get chives, which a lot of people, it's like on every accoutrements board. I don't really like chives, so I'm like, there's just no point. There's no point in me adding stuff that I'm not gonna like. It is so cold and so windy out, and I was realizing while I was out and about, it hasn't been genuinely cold on my birthday in a really long time. I do wish there was some payoff and not just like cold and wind, but I'll take what I can get. That is what's going on outside. I am getting drinks after work with some coworkers. There's this very cute bar that just opened about a month ago down the street from the theater. It's called Miss Nellie's. It's decorated so cute for the holidays. Oh, I started and DNF'd another holiday romance. I'll pop it up on the screen. I was really hopeful about this one. I was really enjoying it. All of a sudden in the middle, I didn't really notice it at first. There were like throwaway prayers, like, Lord, please, Holy Spirit, please. And it obviously felt real, but it also felt like my patience is being tested, please help me. And then all of a sudden, it started to get a little too religious. Like there was a line about, oh, I think he's a believer. And then there were some very real, like, Lord, please guide me. And I grew up Catholic. I have nothing against religion, but I don't really look for that in my romance novels. And my own relationship with religion is something that I am sort of working through, especially like organized religion. And so I was like, I can't do this. I can't be bombarded with prayers. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, is that worth not finishing this book? And I was like, you know what? I have to stop judging myself when I DNF books because I do it a lot. Like it has taken less than that to get me to DNF a book. When it's something that takes me out of the story and it's like I can get over it if it's once, but if it's more than once and it's getting more frequent towards the end, it's just gonna bother me. my God, you are a miracle worker.
Yes. You want me to hold it for you?
Sure.
Hello. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love it. I'm so
so
happy. She's so bouncy.
Yeah, she is so bouncy.
Oh, and the bangs are perfect.
Wicked.
Okay, so now we're done with the haircut. Julia worked her magic. She is amazing. If you live in New York, or even if you're coming to New York, you should check out Roya Hair. It is a 2-person salon, and Julia does the cuts and Seema does color. I don't do color. This is my natural color. So I can only really speak to Julia's work, but I love her. I've been going to her for several years now, and she is my favorite hairstylist I've ever had. I love our little chats that we have, and I just always come out feeling so good about my hair. And it feels like with each haircut, I get to the next one and I'm not like, oh God, I hate my hair, which is great. I feel like my haircuts last a really long time. It makes me happy. So we are currently taking a little walk. I want to go to the TJ Maxx that is near here and potentially get some Christmas cards because I realized that I've never got those and I need to start sending out some of my international ones. So that is the goal. I have like an hour before I need to be at work, so let's see if we can make this happen. Okay, these are the cards we're going with this year. They're very cute. I'm just having a little perusal. I'm kind of disappointed in the actual decor available through TJ Maxx this year. There's nothing that I like am dying to get. Having a look through the animal section because I do need to get a gift for my dog, and I kind of want to get her a new leash and collar. She's due for a refresh. When I was doing my last TJ Maxx visit, back when I was looking for stuff, this is the other item I wanted. It's this beautiful Laura Ashley quilt. However, I almost bought it, but it had this imperfection on it, and it's on this one too, and I'm nervous that they all have it, and just looking at it would piss me off. Like, it's not a puffed quilt like that. Like, it really is a manufacturing issue. And if I find one, I haven't seen one in this store, so I think that might be the last one, but if I make another trip to Home Goods or something and I find one more with it, I'm gonna be really disappointed because I just can't bring myself to buy it with that imperfection in it. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna show you this. Better. I'm prepping a French toast casserole for tomorrow morning because that is what I want to have for breakfast after my yoga class. This is a riff on a recipe my mom has used, and honestly I'm just eyeballing it because I don't feel like looking it up. I'm doing 4 whole eggs. I also don't think the recipe would help me because it's a recipe for several people, and I'm trying to do, it's definitely not a single serving, but I'm trying to do close to a smaller serving. Just getting a pan heated because I need to melt some butter. And now I'm gonna eyeball the milk. I also don't think I've ever made this with fat-free milk, so I hope that's not gonna change much in the way of taste, but that's what I have in my apartment. Now we scramble. It just has to be enough to coat the bottom of this. We're gonna make like a butter and brown sugar crust. And then as this is cooling, I'm gonna do 1/3 cups of brown sugar to coat the bottom until I have the look and size I want, basically. There is no method to my madness. It is just dump the brown sugar in and let the hot butter melt it. And then once there's like an even coating of brown sugar and butter on the bottom, you're good to go. Okay. And as long as there is brown sugar and butter pretty much all over the bottom, you're good. Pre-cut my bread. Depending on the vessel you use, depends on the shape of the bread. I personally like doing little cubes like this. I don't know, I just found it to be a very satisfying end result. And it's quite easy to change the ratios like this as opposed to doing like full slices of bread. This happens to be 4 slices of brioche. And that's what it looks like. So I try to do this as evenly as possible. And then the lightest drizzle of maple syrup on top. And I'm gonna cover this with aluminum foil overnight and let this sit in the fridge. Very minimal recipe, which is nice, and it's really easy to prep, especially because I've been making this for 4 or 5 years now, around the holidays and like for special brunch occasions with my friends. Probably my like one recipe that I feel really confident in making without looking at it. I've just gotten back from the Snellies. I had a little itty bitty headache, so I wanted to do that really quick. And now we're gonna go to bed, and I will see you tomorrow. It is tomorrow, and I'm 30. Wow. Morning. It's my birthday. Ah! We'll talk about it later, but I have like mixed. I am one of those people that tends to cry on their birthday, so could happen. Maybe not. I might be back to emotionally regulated today. Electrolytes before I head out to my yoga class. I have basically planned my day as like, how can I be the most cozy, eat things that I love, and go to work. So we are starting the day with my favorite yoga class. I've been taking this specific yoga class for almost 2 years. It is my favorite way to start a Friday morning, and I was like hemming and hawing because I just got my hair done, and going to this class is gonna like put a lot of sweat in it, but kind of don't care. Kind of just want to go do this workout class. I'm excited. And then I'm gonna run some errands on my way back to my apartment after, and then we are gonna do a bunch. I want to do a little photo shoot, so I have my dress laid out. We're gonna make my French toast casserole, and I can get a lot done while that's cooking because it takes like a good 30 minutes to cook in the oven. I want to do some more party prep. I need to change all the batteries in our fake candle, so I would love to get that done today. I want to do like surface wipe downs, a little vacuum, a sweat Swiffer, so that I can do just like a very quick dust Sunday morning before the party. I have become my mother, and it's okay. I love my mom, and I think she's pretty cool. And then what else? Oh, I'm making like a little charm, like crafty moment at the party, and I need to make the tutorial for how to do it. So we're gonna be doing that today also. So a lot to get done, but first we're going to yoga. And I'm back. I had such a good yoga class. I feel really great. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven, and while that's happening, I'm gonna shower, and then while everything's baking, I can get ready and try and like offset timings and stuff. So we're gonna preheat the oven. I'm gonna preheat it to 400. I just looked up a recipe online that looks similar to mine. It's at 425, but I wanted to cook a little slower, and my oven is kind of funny. So Wicked motion picture soundtrack, the score, sorry, not the soundtrack, the soundtrack for the score has just dropped, and I was listening to it on my way home, and oh my god, I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna listen to that in the shower. Okay, so every year I do a photo shoot on my birthday. Like the last couple of years I've done it, and I wanted to do something with my bookshelf and a fancy dress, so I pulled out this Monique Lhuillier dress. There you go. Beautiful piece that I've had in my wardrobe for 2 years now, and I've only worn it to openings. So it felt like a great dress for this, and it goes very well with my copy of The Night Circus, my special edition. So I'll pop up some of the photos on here. These will have already been on my Instagram. Yes, see what time it is and make plans for the rest of this afternoon before I have to go to work. And I'm gonna change into something a little bit more comfortable. This dress is pretty comfortable, but it's a formal dress, you know? They're only gonna be so comfortable. Okay, I'm home from work. Here is the caviar spread. I did already try it just now for short form, but I'll have another chip before I go put on Sabrina and get into bed. I'm not loving the creme fraiche, I'll be honest. It's a very interesting taste profile. I see why people like it. I don't know if it's for me, I'll be honest. I'm so intrigued by this. Okay, it is midnight. I need to get to bed. Okay, welcome to the chaos. I'm getting ready for my party and bringing you along on the chaos. I'm gonna go for these pearl earrings. Perfume, I'm gonna do Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. And I want to layer that with NDA by Forever Mood. Plus, I think I'm gonna wear this little crystal gift. It's like a little present. It's kind of fun at the holidays. And because it's my birthday. Okay. Yay, this will, once I stop moving, come down here like this. I have approximately 0.2 seconds to do this. I don't know why I scheduled people to come at 6 o'clock. I should have told them to come at 6:30 or 7. I think it's because an earlier start time means I'll probably wake up sooner. And I know that people come late. But anyway. I actually don't look too bad on camera right now. I felt like I looked like a husk at work, and like my under eyes were so dark. It also could be this light is really doing me favors. I'm gonna put the timestamp on here so you know exactly how long this took me. And so I can be impressed with myself later. Granted, I had a base on. I am working with something, not coming from nothing. I am obsessed with this look that Sabrina had in her Christmas special. She had like a really white lid and a really nice smoky outer corner. So I'm kind of replicating that. No glitter, shocking for me. Gorgeous, okay. I am so impressed with myself right now. I'm gonna stick these in the bathroom so that I can touch up my lips. Okay, I'll show you my outfit. I've got this bodysuit from Abercrombie, this mini skirt, and then these tights from Calzedonia that have little polka dots all over them, and my indoor party heels. Okay, the party's over. I didn't film anything. I'll pop in any clips my friends send me. But I got overwhelmed and I didn't want to ask people if I didn't want to ask people if they wanted to be on camera. But I'm gonna get out of this. I hated this bodysuit, by the way. I just filmed a little TikTok video about it. I spent the whole night going like this, pulling this piece of fabric down. I don't know if it's that this was designed thinking that people wouldn't move around, but I literally spent the entire night doing this. Every time I moved, I felt like it ended up like here, like this, and I was constantly pulling it down like this, which was kind of annoying. So I would not recommend this bodysuit at all. I do say that with the caveat of, I don't know if you are somebody that has less, if that would be the case for you. I don't know. I want to get my apartment slightly back to normal, so I don't have to think about it in the morning since I'm awake right now. So I'm gonna put on an audiobook and get into my comfies, and we are gonna try and get ourselves back to normal so that I can just sleep in the morning. Someone was like, how insulting for reindeer to call them a jiggle horse. Yes! And people were like, they're not talking about reindeer, they're talking about a horse. Yeah. And that jingle because of the bell. Yeah. Yeah, here, maybe look. Oh, yeah. It looks straighter than I thought. I agree. I will talk to you in a second, I promise, because I'm editing the vlog right now and I haven't told you anything that's happening. But it is my day off. My roommate and I just put up the tree, as you saw, and I'm putting together a little charcuterie board for us to snack on while we get stuff done before we make dinner. And I thought I would show you me actually putting a charcuterie board together. I did already start. Didn't really do that last night. And I love making charcuterie boards, even if it's just like a low-key one. So here we go. We have, let's see if I can do this. So we've got brie, and I think this is a Syrah soaked Toscana from Trader Joe's. They're both really great. I'm filling out the board with grapes right now because I want to get like the shape of things that I want. This is a little variety pack from Trader Joe's that I love to get. I'm starting to use gloves because I don't really love the feel of paint on it. It doesn't shape it. This is really helping with that. And then the salami, I like to fold in half and then half again. And you get this little triangle, basically. And they smush really well together and they look really pretty. And now we just fill it in with crackers and things. Brioche toasts. Firehawk crackers are my fave. Again, olive crackers. They're constantly doing different like flavor combos at Trader Joe's. I haven't met one that I don't like. And then we can fill in the rest of the grapes now that we really have our shape going. Right in the middle. I do have fig jam, but I think because this is like an appetizer, I'm gonna not do the fig jam or the chocolate covered pretzels. So this is the board in all her glory. The perfect evening does exist. Hi everybody. Oh my goodness, it has been a whirlwind couple of days and I feel like the vlog reflects that because it is so all over the place. My birthday has come and gone, my party has come and gone, which I'm honestly thankful for. I had a lot of fun. I think everybody said they had a great time, so I'm gonna take them seriously and not pretend that they're lying to me. It was great, but I am glad it's over. Stressed me out so much more than was necessary, I think, because there was like so much in my brain around it. Like, oh, I want to like film content for Vlogmas and like just regular hosting content to post, and I want to have fun with my friends, and there's like 3 different groups of people coming over and I want to make sure that they all kind of get along, even though they're all friends with me. I know they'll get along. And then also, like, are they gonna be entertained? Because I'm not like a big, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not gonna like, well, one, I live in a small apartment, so it's not like we're gonna put on music and it's gonna be a big dance party. Also, like, my favorite thing to do is just have snacks, drinks, and yap. And thankfully, I've cultivated friends that also like doing that. So I think ultimately it was a great evening and everybody had a really great time. But also, my job was definitely like not preventing me, but because I had to be so meticulous about my time leading up to it and even on the day. Like, I know I said I kind of wish I'd made the start time a little later. I really do wish I'd made the start time a little later because I've been hosting stuff for either my birthday or the holidays ever since we moved into this apartment, and I learn something new each time I do it. I think that's the beauty of hosting, is that if you like to do it, the first couple times you do it, you're gonna kind of learn like the best timelines for your day and like how best to get yourself ready in terms of like pre-planning and prep. I feel like each time I get a little bit closer to feeling content, but I still haven't quite nailed the like being ready, like food's out, I'm dressed and ready to go before guests arrive, and making the start time what it was certainly did not help me with that, but it ultimately ended up being fine. I feel really happy with what my 30th birthday party was. I had a lot of people asking me in my real life, not on socials, you know, how does 30 feel, and how are you feeling going into 30? And it feels like a complicated question only because of where I am in this moment in time. This last month has felt so incredibly draining, and unfortunately, I kind of felt like the last week I really was just like going through the motions. I was trying to stay as present as possible and not think about outside things, but honestly, I felt so drained from the last month that it made it incredibly difficult to be present, that I found myself thinking a lot of times of like how I wished reality was and not really living in it. And that's kind of like a hard place to be when you're coming into a new decade. And I feel like there's a lot of change coming into my life right now, so I'm just feeling a little unsettled in that way. Ultimately, I have a lot of really great people in my life who have kind of like helped me, or just like made me not feel like that is the worst way to feel at this point in time, which has been great. Sort of like validating where I am personally. And I think it's really hard when our society has been built around these ideas of social norms, and I don't exist in many of them, especially in regards to my career, because I opted for a career in the arts, and no career in the arts can fall into some predestined plan that society has deemed worthy. You know, those are like all the things that I've really been thinking about. I just want to put on like a little makeup. I don't want to go ultra crazy, but I just want to film a couple of videos, and I need to eat some food and put my dinner together. We put the Christmas tree up last night, which is really great. And then this morning while I was out, I picked up some baby's breath. This is like a little technique that my roommate and I have been doing the last few years, especially the first year when we had the tree and we didn't really have that many ornaments. And now this year, I don't know if the ornaments are gonna come in at all, to be honest. We got this idea on TikTok where you get baby's breath and essentially use it how a lot of people use the artificial picks, and you just fill in the branches and it looks really beautiful. It stays white as it dries. And Trader Joe's has the best pricing on baby's breath for sure. I remember the first year I was like, I cannot be spending $1 million on this itty bitty flower that's gonna sit in my Christmas tree. And the whole point of doing it was we were trying to save a little bit of money by not going crazy buying ornaments. So we'll see if I get that up before I go to work. It might be a like wind down when I come home situation. Yesterday, I needed to take a day. I was so tired. I didn't want to leave my couch, and I didn't. I had a headache for most of the day also. So I just worked on editing the vlog, and it was really nice to just like have a couch day. All this makeup look that Victoria did in one of her Vlogmas videos that went up this weekend, and I loved it. So I'm gonna kind of do like a not as glam version of that. I have 2 eyeshadow sticks that I love to pull out at the holidays. We've got the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Moonstone, which is so pretty. And I'm gonna go for the Laura Mercier Intense Moonlight Caviar Stick. I love eyeshadow sticks. They are just such an easy way to be done. Okay. Gonna eat something, put my lip on, and then film my Nuuly try on because my Nuuly came yesterday. So I'm excited to see everything that's in there. Okay, so I just did my Nuuly haul. I put the sweater back on because it is so comfortable. It's so soft, so cozy. I feel just like really comforted. I love the neck on it. So I'm just gonna chill in this until I have to go to work, to be honest. And then the coats, Shining Stars. I don't know if it's just the pair of jeans I'm wearing today or if this coat I'm not gonna pick up as much. I definitely will wear it because I've been eyeing it and I feel like I want to see if I can style it on myself, but it also might just be a little too cropped for me. I'm not a cropped gal most of the time. This coat, oh my God, I literally feel like a Hallmark Christmas princess in this coat. It's just so beautiful. Like, I can't get over it. I'm so happy I have it. And I just feel like a little snow bunny. Like, oh. And now I'm kind of like, oh, the only like winter accessories I have are black and gray. And I feel like I need like whites and pinks. So we'll see. Might be getting some scarves and gloves. I've actually been looking at new gloves because my gloves last week, my fingers were chilled. They were not working at all. I'm gonna put together my dinner so that that is out of the way. I need to drink a ton of water and eat some lunch, and then we'll assess where we're at time-wise for the day. I feel like I might save the baby's breath journey for when I get home from work tonight as like my wind down. I just got home from work and I'm gonna put the baby's breath in the tree, but I'm gonna cut it. I'm also gonna stop talking while I wrestle plastic. I was thinking as I was coming in to do this, it reminded me a lot, especially when I was a little bit older, decorating for Christmas, because we had a rule in my house that we couldn't decorate for Christmas before my birthday. My dad was very strict about it. He wanted to keep my birthday separate from Christmas, so no Christmas decor was allowed. Even though I love Christmas decor. Like, now that I have my own house, Christmas decor goes up as early as I want it to. When we were younger, just the way it kind of like worked out with my parents' schedules, we could sort of like bring the tree down and decorate within a day. But the older we got and there was just more going on, we usually would decorate over a set of days. So like the tree would come down, my mom would spend a couple of days stringing lights on, and then we would spend an evening or a day putting the ornaments on. And sort of this process of like, the tree's been up for a day, we're adding another thing. The ornaments may or may not come. I think I'm gonna add some bows maybe later this week when I have a second to make a couple. It's just sort of reminding me of that period of time and just how like Christmas to Christmas things fluctuate, and life's, but traditions still happen. While I was at work, I finished the Crescent Moon Tea Room. It was this very cute little book about triplets who were witches. They run a tea shop in Chicago, presumably in the Victorian era. It's not really clear what. Their tea shop kind of functions both within the world of witches and the Chicago Coven, but also with the humans. They come and get their tea leaves read. And these women are all seers. That's like the sect of magic that they do. And it's kind of cool because within this world, there are different types of witches, and you get to meet a couple of them. There's like winter witches, word weavers, I'm trying to think of the other, garden witches. I think there are death witches. I think we met a death witch at one point. And I just really liked her sort of approach to magic and her magic system. And these three women carrying on the legacy of their mom, who has passed away, and a bunch of things start happening at once. So they find out from a friend of their mom's that they are cursed. She can like see it in their eyes. And the Council of Witches in Chicago is giving them a task. Usually on the council there's a witch called a diviner, and the diviner has lost her magic. and they're being a little bit secretive about why and how that happened, but they sort of need these powerful seers to help 3 witches who are about to die and need to complete their task. And you sort of find out that in this world, witches sort of have a like predestined purpose they're supposed to find out and complete, because if they don't, then they will be a ghost forevermore. And so they are tasked with helping these witches complete their tasks. All while trying to figure out, you know, who cursed them, what does this curse mean, navigating a pretty big shift in their relationship. And it was just very sweet. I ended up crying at work. I didn't mind the storytelling style, because I sometimes find that with historical fantasies, if it's not a romance, and there maybe happens to be romance part of it, but it really is about a larger story, if a lot of it isn't told by a conversation, but we get a decent amount of conversation, I don't mind. Like, there was a lot of like third person, like the third person narrator view of thoughts and like things happening in the sentient house, and that kind of stuff. And normally I don't enjoy that style of storytelling, but it really worked for this story. I think I would recommend it, especially for like something that's a little bit slower. It's a little bit more, it doesn't have like a ton of action sequences. If you're into that, that's the kind of stuff that I like to read. I either like to read really, really like dark winter fantasies, or something like this that kind of just like feels like I'm reading a hug around this time of year. I've got my pile of baby's breath. I also have my little cast-offs that are either too short or are just sort of like broken or don't really have great buds. And I'm gonna go put these in my vases real quick. Also get rid of my stem trash. Okay, so I've already started placing the baby's breath in the tree, and I like to have some like longer stems and some shorter ones so that we can balance out the top and the bottom. I basically just like lay it on the branch and sort of like jiggle it in. There she is. Gorgeous. Love it. The star, I also got the first year we moved in. I got it from Kirkland and I like it a lot. It's a little crooked, like where it is at the top of the spiral is off center. So it's always a gamble each year putting it on what it's gonna look like. But I love the vintage quality to it. Like, it's all mirrored, so it just like bounces the light off of it. I am gonna drink a little bit of my tea and get ready for bed. I did switch my sweater for my other video, just for a little something. So that did happen. I have a 2-show day tomorrow, so it's gonna be a long day, and I brought home the Dollar Good Dream department store so that I could read that before bed tonight. So I'm gonna get all cozied up and get ready to sob my eyes out because it was making me cry at work over the weekend, and I was like, I cannot be sobbing at work. And it was like a lot more of a like hitting deeper than the Crescent Moon tea room. I was like, let me just do this at home in the comfort of my bed. Oh, also, this is new. This is I bought this at TJ Maxx when we were there a few days ago. It's so cute. And truth be told, I probably could keep it in my mug collection year round. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here actually. This is good. I think this is a good place to end this vlog. Okay, wait, we haven't talked about this. So I was gonna do the vlogs once a week, but then I edited all the content for like the first 3 days and I basically had a full vlog. So I think I'm gonna do 2 vlogs a week, and I'm basically gonna like cut the week in half. especially because Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'm probably not going to get a lot of content unless I like finish a really good book and I want to talk to you while I'm getting ready. But even then, my time to get ready is so truncated, and I'm really trying to prioritize sleep this week. So I have a feeling I'm not gonna film on Wednesday and Saturday. So then you'll get content from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll kind of see. Like, you'll basically get 2 vlogs a week is how it's gonna shake out. And yeah, I think upload days are gonna be Sunday and Wednesday, and that's gonna be the rest of Vlogmas, rather than once a week, which is exciting. I feel really good about putting out more content rather than less content, and that I have like 40-minute vlogs to show you. It's pretty great. I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.